Hello, welcome to episode 196 of the Datapack tutorial series for version 1.2.1.5. We're going to be making a vertical teleport item. We're just going to use the same recipe that we used for the Elytra launcher, because, well, you can change the recipe to anything you like. What's the idea, though? Well, I thought we could use it as like a cave finder. So it's going to go up from where you are and find a 2-block gap. So we stand here, we'll go up there, and we'll go up there, and if we're on the top, no destination, because there's nothing to stand on up there. And if we crouch and do it, we'll go down. There we go. So that's the idea. I thought there's a way you could find caves. Dangerous way to find caves, to be honest, because you're just going to be teleporting into a dark cave full of mobs, but exciting nonetheless. Anyway, let's get on and build it now. Now, I've emptied the data pack, so if I do a reload, we should find that it no longer works. Cool. Okay, and let's throw that away. And let's pop over to the data pack. There it is. Okay, so we've got an advancement. Check when we're eating it. We've got 8 vertical. That's what the advancement's going to call. We've got effects. Look down, look up. That's depending if we're going up or down. We've got teleport. We're going to use the load. We've got a predicate is sneaking, a recipe to make it, and we've got some blocks. We've got destination block. That's going to be a block it looks for and says, okay, this is a valid place to land on. So I had that set to sandstone at the time. And we've got empty block. And that's going to be a list of blocks which says, I don't mind if I teleport into this. So air would be one. Maybe grass, maybe flowers, things like that. Maybe a torch. Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll start with those. Let's do empty block. We're just going to have a list of values. And it's literally going to be, these are blocks that I can teleport into. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to say, oh, actually I'll put the little hash there at the beginning, Minecraft air. So I can teleport into air, void air, and cave air. Okay. And then if you want to do anything else, you can put them up here, maybe Minecraft torch. Right, that's a troc. I don't even know what a troc is. Minecraft torch. Let's save that. We'll test that in a minute. Destination block. These are blocks that you can land on. Again, it will be. I should have just copied the other one. It'll be a list of values. I'm just going to say sandstone. Okay, you can add a list of any others you want. And let's save that. Okay, so we've got 2 block tag lists. Let's get rid of those. Let's make the predicate is sneaking, because we'll be using that later. So, predicate in misode, entity properties, entity this, predicate flags is sneaking. Copy that, take it back, pop it in there. Okay, that's that. Let's make, well, I suppose we need the item, don't we? So, well, let's do the load first, because we just need a score. Let's put a score in here. Scoreboard, objectives, add, teleport, distance, dummy, scoreboard, players, set. Let's have a fake player, we'll call them default. Teleport distance. This is how far it's going to look. Let's just put 32. If you increase the number, the higher the number, the higher further down and further up it'll look. The lower the number, the shorter distance it will look. Okay, so let's save that. Let's get a recipe so we can make the thing. There's recipe. Okay, I think it's going to be much easier in misode. Let's reset that one. Let's pop over to a recipe. Let's go. I'm going to have a shapeless recipe. Miscellaneous ingredients will be a string. Have another ingredient which will also be a string. This one is going to be, I think we'll just have it as a chorus fruit. This one is going to be a membrane. Okay, let's add a result. The result will be a poisonous potato. And we'll have some components on it. Let's have an item name. Item name will be a string. We'll call it vertical teleporter. Okay, and let's have some custom data. Will be an object, yes. Let's call it vertical teleporter. Vertical teleporter. And let's make that a boolean. True. Well, that looks right. I don't remember it having that gap there before, but it looks right over in the side. Okay, we need enchantment glint override because I want it to be a little bit shiny, so we'll just add that as well. Make it true. Minecraft consumable. Potato already is, but I want to override the default potato anyway because I don't want to be poisoned. So let's just say that consume seconds is 1, and we'll leave it at that. We want to add food. Don't want any nutrition, don't want saturation, but I do want to be able to always eat it. And I want it to look like a chorus fruit. So I'm going to say item model, wherever you are. Come here, thank you. Add that. Chorus fruit. There we go, we'll copy that. Take it back, pop it into our recipe. Pasty, savey. Okay, let's go and give a little test. Let's do a reload. Now I can see it over here because I already had the recipe. You may well find that it's not there yet. You'll have to pop in a couple of those so the recipe shows up for the first time. It seems to be there though, that's good. Can't do anything with it. I suppose we could data get it. Data get entity myself selected item. Looks good. Okay, let's keep going. Let's do a little test. Well, I suppose next would be the advancement. Makes sense. Let's make the advancement. Okay, let's go over to Misode again. Misode. Advancement. Criteria. 8. Oh, I just call it 8 vertical. That'll do. Add that. Trigger. Consume item. Conditions. The item has some data. Custom data. Custom data is an object. It's doing that thing again. Now, last time someone pointed out that I had a little icon up here. That was an old ExpressVPN account. It wasn't that. I was hoping it was. Oh well, anyway, let's just take this. Oh, let's put the reward on. Reward. It's going to run a function. We'll put a placeholder in there because we can fix this. It's no problem. So let's copy this. Normally what we would do is we'd say object, and then we would type in vertical teleporter. We'd make it a boolean, and we'd change it to true, like we just did when we were doing the recipe. But it's okay because we can just copy that from the recipe. So let's copy this and put it in here. And we will change the function it runs. We want to be running the 8 vertical function, so that's fine. And if we have a look at the recipe, we will see we've got Minecraft custom data, vertical teleporter true. Well, that's what I want. I'm just going to take that, copy, and we'll keep it in here. Minecraft custom data, and let's just pop it into that little hole there. In fact, there we go. That'll do. And that's going to run 8 vertical. First thing we want to do is revoke the advancement. At S then only. Oh, trying to trick me with no autofill. And we'll say, let's save that. Let's go back. Let's do a reload. Let's eat one. Cool. There we go. As we eat them, we're getting the message. Nice. Okay, let's do the 8 vertical function. Obviously, first of all, we'll leave that there, revoking the advancement. Let's set the distance that it can travel. So let's do, let's have a fake player. Scoreboard, players, operation. Let's have a fake player. We'll call it current. Current dot teleport distance equals default teleport distance. Is the player sneaking? Execute if predicate. Stop that. No. Execute if predicate. We'll use the predicate we just made. Is sneaking. And this is going to be for going down. So I'm going to do a positioned -2. So if I'm sneaking, it's not going to run at my feet, otherwise it'll just find the block right beneath us and we'll just teleport to where we are. So we'll lift it 2 blocks down. So we'll start looking a couple of blocks beneath us. That's okay. Then we will run, return, run. So we're going to leave this function. But before we do, we will run a different function to look down. Copy resource path. Okay, so if we were sneaking, then we'll be doing the look down one. If we're not sneaking, well, the only thing left is the look up one, so we'll just do that. Function. Let's just paste that one and put up. Okay, let's save that. Let's go into those 2 things. Let's do say, which one is this one? Say down. Say up. Okay. Do a reload. Right, I'm not sneaking. Up, I am sneaking. Down. Cool. Let's go back. Obviously, just saying up and down is pretty useless, so let's get rid of those. Let's do a save. Let's close all those windows. Okay, well, we've done our tag lists, so let's do look up first. Decrement the distance check. This is where we're going to remove 1 from that 32 we had as the default in load. And every time we run through this function, we're going to reduce that by 1. When it gets to 0, if you've not found a block, it's going to like, well, you've gone too far. I'm going to stop checking. So let's do the scoreboard. Players, remove, current, teleport distance, 1. Okay, let's message if we can't find a space. Execute if current teleport distance matches 0 or higher. Not 0 or higher, 0 or less. Execute if current teleport distance matches 0 or less. We've run out, then we will run, return, run. We'll leave this, but before we do, we'll send them a message. Title, S, action bar. Uh-oh. There we go. Let's have some text. No destination found. Color red, and otherwise we'll run this function again. Execute position, but we will run this function again. Where are we looking? We're looking up, so 1 block higher. Run function, copy resource path, boink. So we'll come in. Let's say that will be 32. We'll teleport if we find a space. We'll fill that in a minute. If we run out, so that goes 32, 31, 30, goes all the way down, no space was found, no destination, and we're exiting the function. If not, move up to the next block, and try another check, and keep going up. Okay, let's teleport the player if a space was found. Execute if, execute 5, execute if block at these coordinates is a destination block. If block at those coordinates +1 is in our empty block list, and if block up to is in our empty block list, then run, return, run, function, teleport, save. In teleport, say hi. Okay, let's go back. Wow. It's exciting, isn't it? It's not doing anything at all. Function. I don't see lookup. What have we done? Look up. Execute if block, distance block. Yeah, that looks good. Let's do a little. Okay, that command is fine. We're checking it in Minecraft. Normally you'd be able to check this in VS Code, but my VS Code is a bit naughty. That seems okay. It's not red. Naughty VS Code. Ha ha ha! There you go. Execute if. It's always the silly simple things. Score. There we go. Look at that. How silly. Now your VS Code, if set up correctly, would have caught that. I don't know why mine just won't connect and update for newer versions. I'll have to try and sort it out sometime. Execute if score. Okay, let's try that. Let's do a reload. I hope I saved it. No destination found. Okay, let's stand under here. Hi. Okay, so it's gone up. It's found this block. It said, yes, that is in the destination block list. Yes, this is in the empty block list. No. And then it's just carried on going up again. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's where we'll stick them. Well, we're not sticking them there. We're just saying hi. So let's stick the player in that gap. I'm going to do the effects. Actually, let's just do effects first. I'm just going to paste it in because it's just a particle. It's just a particle and a play sound. We've done them so many times before. Okay, so that's the effects done. Let's go to teleport. Play effects. We want to play it where the player leaves from and where the player is. So we will execute as at s run function effects, copy resource path, put that in there, and then down here we'll play the effects again function. Okay, so that's going to play it where the player leaves from and where they arrive, because in the middle here we're going to do a TP at s to the coordinates of the block you found, but one up because we'd like to be in the air, not in the actual block. Let's save that. Let's go back. Let's do 8 reload. There we go. That's that looks good. Yeah. Do we get particles down the bottom as well there? I think we did. There we go. Particles down there and up there. We got the sound happening down there and up there. Obviously, the player's teleporting. He won't see where he left, but there might be someone next to him. So that effect is for them, really. So we've got up working. Cool. Now we just have to make down work. Let's do it. Come on. Let's grab the up and we'll just copy it. This always works well. Okay, well, we do want to remove one from the distance. That is correct. We do still want to be checking for the blocks. That's correct. If we can't find a block, that looks correct. So instead of, run this function again. So instead of positioning up by one block, we want to go down a block. And instead of calling look up, we want to call look down. I think it might just be that. Let's have a look. Reload. Let's have a go. Let's shift. No destination found. Okay, let's go up. Yeah. Let's try going down. Oh, I have to shift to do that. Hey, there we go. Okay, so we've got an item. Our block range, if we have a look in load, is set to 32. So it's going to do about 32 blocks, because teleporting up, if we remember, teleporting up does seem to start at our feet. But if we're doing teleporting down, it starts a couple of blocks underneath our feet. So it's going to be checking a little bit further. So if you want it to go further, you just change this number here. I mean, maybe you just want it to go up the whole map, however high your map is, just 512. There we go. So I'm going to keep it as 32. You change it to whatever you like. Now, what we can do is we can get one of them, walk around, have a munch, and if we suddenly find ourselves in a terrifyingly dark cave full of mobs, we know we've worked. I suppose you could make it more of a cave finder. What you could do is just remove the teleport bit. Instead of teleporting, you could literally say, yeah, I found a cave down there. If you want to dig down to it, be my guest. Have fun. You don't have to teleport them into the cave. I like the idea of teleporting them into the cave. Anyway, we're just having a bit of fun playing around making stuff. That's it for today. Wow. Cool, I cut that fine. I have class starting in 6 minutes. Let's get ready. Okay, take care. Have a great day. And I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.